Hey there, I'm Todor from ROIABLE, and today I'm going to show you how you can migrate your SAP Identity Management packages into our ROIABLE Intelligent Access Management solution. We find ourselves in the Launchpad of the product, and we see a tile called Import. Going into that tile, we see some imported packages from before, but what we want to do is we want to browse and pick our package that we want to migrate. So that would be the ABAP connector version 3.4. I'm picking this one and uploading the file. What happens is that the algorithm behind automatically detects that, first of all, that's an IDM package, because after all, you could be importing also some other package from another vendor, and additionally detects that there are dependencies for this package which obstruct the algorithm to find the proper processes, jobs, tasks, scripts, and so forth. And it demands that we upload those dependencies in the process. That's what we're going to do. So here we have the two files, the 1.17 provisioning engine and the custom connector for 1.2. Once I did that, I can click confirm. And the process continues, detecting 2 constants, 13 processes, 7 jobs, and 64 scripts, which are part of that ABAP package. In the process, of course, it imported also the other packages, but for now we are interested into the ABAP package. We can expand this one, and we can see hierarchy of the constants that were found, the processes, the jobs, and the scripts. Of course, we can also expand those to see what it found. But what we actually want to do is to migrate the create user process into our solution. So how the migration looks like, we just click on that button. And because the create user process contains more than one action task, it displays the action tasks which it actually found. So this could be the create ABAP user and update user account attribute. We have to pick one of these two which we want to migrate. And we have to select from the repository type which repository type we want to migrate to, that would be ABAP, and which repository operation we would like to migrate this particular process to, that would be create. We click on confirm. And what we see is that after the mapping, the automatic mapping is done, we see some red spots in our mapping. One of them, of course, two of them are referring to missing functions, but we have also one referring to a missing attribute. How the other attributes actually were found, this is because the ROIABLE Intelligent Access Management knows very well the schema of SAP IdM and can match the names of that schema to attributes in our ROIABLE Intelligent Access Management. That's why most of them are automatically out of the box mapped to the correct name. However, there are such like nickname which are missing in the schema, and that's why they were marked with red. Let's see how we can tackle this. It's actually pretty easy. If you go to and just click on it, you are getting an option to actually map this missing attribute to something else in the schema. Let's check our personal details, and we don't see a nickname here. So let's just create one then. All right. If we scroll down, nickname is there, and we can pick it up, and then the red part is gone. Now, how we can tackle the functions? Obviously, those are JavaScript functions, and luckily in our solution we use also JavaScript. So what this means is that you can just click on that red tag, and you will get a list this time of the functions which are available in our solution, and you can pick one of these which actually matches your target. And in this case, this would be the generate username. And here we have the option to either replace it only on one occasion or replace it everywhere where it occurs. In this case, we want to replace it only on a single occasion. And the same we can do with this one, which is the get display name. This is the second function. In case your function is not available, and of course you can have any custom function written, that's not a problem, then you have the option to actually create that new function. And even the beauty of that is that you can give it any kind of name. Let's say demo iAM, and it accepts a parameter called test, let's say. Okay, so this function will be generated here at the bottom. And the beauty of that is that if you want, you can actually also migrate the actual code of your function into that particular function. Of course, that code is not going to work out of the box due to many reasons. There are some specifics in identity management. There are certain aspects you have to take care of, but your logic is going to work. So if you're not using any internal functions, or you're not referring to some missing proprietary functions of SAP IdM, then your code will be migrated one-to-one into the new function, and this would work. But even without that, still migrating the code, you have the possibility later to edit it, to change it, and then it would also work much faster than just writing it from scratch. So now let's pick our display function and replace it here as well. Okay, now we're all the red parts are gone, but I'm not quite happy with this mapping, because maybe in the process of migration I decide that actually I would like to map some more fields to that mapping. And how I can do that is just by opening the data model here, expanding the needed field, which would be title in this case, and just putting it on the title field. Okay, now it looks good. And I'm just going to move my screen here so I can click on the apply button, which actually is going to bring up the various repositories created from type ABAP and ask me where I want to apply this mapping. Would that be on this system or on this system? I'll pick the ABAP 03 and click apply. Okay, I'm back to the first screen. But actually I don't want to continue importing other processes. Rather, I would like to show you how this looks like in our landscape. So let's go to the landscape. And here you see that from the repository type ABAP, we have two systems which are created, ABAP 03 and Jersey 01, as we have just seen in the selection screen. One thing which we can validate is if we click on the ABAP system, we can click on create. And then we expect that we see the same mapping that was done during the migration. Yes, that looks correct. However, if we go back and pick the other system for which we didn't apply the mapping, as we see here, the mapping looks different. So we have the choice during the migration to pick exactly for which systems you want to apply this mapping. And of course, we can also pick all of them if you want them to have exactly the same mapping when it comes to create ABAP user. Thank you.